So Maria here asked me a great question. Is there a difference between an
Osteopath and a chiropractor.
osteopath and a chiropractor? And I've done a video on the difference between a chiropractor and a physical therapist, but that's a great question. So, yes, there's a difference. And that difference being that chiropractors took osteopathy a step further. So, osteopaths kind of got dragged into the medical model for practicing medicine without a license over 100 years ago. So, they conformed to the AMA, and I'm speaking specifically about osteopaths in America. And in Europe and in Ecuador, where you're from, and other countries, they work a little differently. Here, they're rare. We did a video on an osteopath that was pregnant, I believe, who got care here. That's a pretty interesting video, and she was very, very interesting to treat and adjust and explain what's going on with her because she really understood the body like no one else. But osteopaths focus on adjusting and setting bones for broken bones or dislocated shoulders, things like that. And chiropractors took it a step further and went to the spine and figured, the spine is the nervous system. The nervous system controls everything, every muscle, every organ, every cell, every tissue in the body. So that's where chiropractors took it a step further. Now, although chiropractors do focus on the spine, which is the nervous system, there are some chiropractors like myself that are CCEPs, where they're certified chiropractic extremities practitioners. So I adjust the fingers and the elbows and the wrists. Tailbone, every chiropractor adjusts that. And that's why none of those other chiropractors turned you away when you came in to see them with tailbone pain, with coxodynia. So, osteopathy, I do even practice a technique that's part osteopathy, part chiropractic. The originator of the technique is an osteopath, and his son is a chiropractor, and Dr. James Cox. And you've had that technique on your lower back before. So the two are very similar, but you just don't find a lot of osteopaths in America. And if you do find them, they're working for orthopedist office. They're not doing much manipulation, but certainly would rather get manipulated by an osteopath than I would a physical therapist. Physical therapists study muscles. They're better at the soft tissue stuff. Chiropractors are the best when it comes to adjusting. With extremities, if you get a CCEP chiropractor, that's the best that you can get there with that. Osteopaths, depending on their experience, it's hit or miss. In a place like Ecuador, osteopaths do a lot of manipulation, some soft tissue work. So they're very similar to chiropractors, osteopaths, in other countries. So they'll adjust the spine, and although I've heard they don't do a great job of it, they sort of bastardize it, but in other countries outside of the US, osteopaths may adjust your spine, and may do other joints as well. Each osteopath is different, but I hope that answers your question and your question. Thanks for tuning in. Thank you guys so much. If you got anything from this video, or even if you just like this view of the Empire State Building and the Chrysler Building, give me a like and don't forget to subscribe. Appreciate you guys.